it's just like that. When you putting in this work, does it make it worth it to do it all over again? And then they make you wait months before you can reapply. So I don't mind. Do I have to download StreamYard? No. From last time I checked, you just gotta click the link. Hold on, let me see. You just gotta click on. Yeah, you just click on the link, and it'll bring you in the back. And after that, you decide if you want your face to be shown or not. Which obviously I'm guessing not. So you just make sure that your camera is off. You know what I'm saying? But you'll see everything pop up once you click on the link. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Hold on. Oh man, I'm back. Can you delete that? Nah, you don't need an app. Nah. All you gotta do is you just gotta click on the link. Just click on this link right here. If you do want to come up, no force or anything. But it goes along with what I've been saying. Like, as long as I've been on here, I'm somebody who definitely knows how hard it can be to, get your a channel to be seen and stuff like that, fam. Like I said, me personally, I know what my lane is, and I know once I get back, if I get back in that lane, I know that's what I have to do for myself to be in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like having fun. I probably would have never been live if I was still monetized. It's crazy. But, when I plan on getting everything, whenever I get everything straightened out, I plan on, taking it up the next level or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But for now, I'm just random late vibing, basically. Yeah, man. Y'all excuse the phone. Yeah, it's like Alpha said. When you click on it, it'll open your internet browser and it'll automatically allow you to click on Enter Studio. Now, this content creators I knew on here that was on here for years that was trying to hit a certain mark. You know what I'm saying? It's a trip just trying to hit 500. You understand me? Like, when I started doing the battle rap thing, like my damn subscribers just started going crazy. It was like that for like a week and a half. Oh, hold on. I think I see somebody. Yo.
Hey.
What's good with it? What's good with it? How you?
I'm good. How you doing, Realest? Thank you for bringing me up on your panel.
Yeah, I brought it up to you a while back. You know what I'm saying? I was surprised to even see you pop up in the chat. I'm like, oh, maybe she'll want to come up.
I be up late. I be vamping low key. I need
Yeah.
to be sleep because I gotta take my son to school in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, that's how I do my thing over here. I tell people, don't ever be surprised if you see Realest pop up at 4 in the morning.
No, I don't. I be seeing you on my timeline. I be missing some of your lives though, cause sometimes I might be busy like moving around, or I be
So,
like, I'll go watch one of his videos later.
yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, since you up here, let's get right into it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you probably don't know anybody here, anything. You know what I'm saying? Just talk about your channel a little bit. Just talk about, what made you get on YouTube. Just let people know what you about.
All right, I appreciate that, really, cause you do be sharing my shit. You be showing me love. I appreciate that. Excuse me. You know what? What made me start my channel was me going on my spiritual journey. Um, I don't have the same friends that I used to have. Like I don't hang out like I used to. So it was me like opening that door to like meet new people. And this was before the so-called pandemic, because I know when that came around, a lot of people was making friends online.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And which a lot of I heard a lot of people say that's you know not the best way to be social, and I agree to a certain extent, because it did make us be social in a very unfamiliar, unconventional way.
It's like a double-edged sword.
It's like a double-edged sword. um but that me going on my spiritual journey and wanting to make a friends that are like-minded like me. So my page is a little bit on the taboo side. Even though I have not yet got really deep into what is considered taboo, like divination, tarot, talking about spirits, paranormal activities or experiences that I haven't even really like got deep into or talked about yet. I haven't made time to do that yet, but that's another reason why I started the channel, because I've been experiencing that stuff since and into it since I was a little girl, since the very age of 11. So now that I'm open with it now, where I don't care, oh, she evil or she into some devilish shit. Like I grew up in the Baptist church. So I've been questioning religion since I was a little girl. That for me personally is nothing new. So in my description, when certain people see that, I know it's off putting to people that come from the religious or church community.
Right.
Like chakras, again, tarot, talking about spirits and all that stuff. Like, so I actually watch other channels that talk about that stuff.
I was kind of, it's funny you mentioned that because I was like, just this past year, I was kind of like more introduced into it. There's
Hmm.
another sister I follow on here. Her name is Tierra. She not in here right now. And then there's a few others, I believe. But I be watching, and I guess I have my own interest in. I'm not fully into it, but I do have my interests. You know what I'm saying? I do have my curiosities about it. But continue.
And then yeah, I know, because we chit chatted about that before in the comment sections or whatnot. And then like I'm a bit on the rebel side, so like I'm not. I question a lot of shit. Like I'm what they call a free thinker. So like you can't like I'm this way because of the experiences that I had. Like
Right.
for example, when people be like, "Oh, you're not a doctor, so you can't diagnose yourself." For me, that's BS. Because I've had doctors misdiagnose me,
Oh,
and
for
I
real?
oh hell yeah, and I diagnosed myself. I had doctors wouldn't even go deep into what was going on with me,
Hmm.
to the point where I had to go do my own research and
Oh,
heal
wow.
myself.
Oh, that's crazy.
So
Nah, shout
like
out to
when
you.
people start talking about, oh, you ain't no doctor, you can't do it, man, miss me with all that. That's why I get real passionate. I might come off aggressive because I'm like, you don't know what I went through. Like, I
Right.
have to be around and talk to people who actually experience this. Because when you talk like this to people who like put so much trust in other people and not trusting themselves and learning your own body, it's like we at that point I get deaf because I'm not trying to convince you, so my channel is surrounded by talking about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm against a lot of stuff. School system. I hate that I got to take my son to school. I wish I could homeschool him, but I don't have that luxury. Just to throw a couple of examples out there. That's what I talk about on my channel, and I am trying to. Well, not trying to. I would like to, because I'm working on getting that word out of my vocabulary. Try. I would like to attract people who are like-minded like me, like more people. So if
Right.
anybody in the in the comment section on the live is like already in that mind frame, come listen to me. Listen to one of my videos. You might learn something. You might be like, damn, I didn't even know that. Damn, I experienced that too. My channel. I'm not doing it for no clout or nothing like that. I really want to help people
Right.
trust themselves. You know what I mean? Like, trust yourself. Don't, like, I'm not against going to the doctor, just to use that as an example. I'm just saying trust yourself first and then use the doctor for a
Exactly.
second opinion and not use them as a first opinion, if that makes sense.
No, I hear you on that.
Yeah, I got a lot of ideas, man. I got to make time to get out. I'll be so tired. Yeah, it's so much I want to talk about. It's so much I am going to talk about. I just got to make time to do it. That's why my my videos be so sporadic and out the blue, cuz I know you told me a few times like, why you don't get on live that much? Why you don't be
Yeah.
uploading that much? And I be saying to myself like, damn, every time bring that up, I be like, I be wanting to, but I don't like getting online or making videos when I'm tired. I don't get a lot of sleep. As crazy as that sound, I do not get a lot of sleep.
Oh shit! Why you think my ass is up? Real.
And I have a autoimmune disease, and I should be getting more sleep, but I don't. And it's not on purpose, man. Me being a single parent mom plays a part in that. So, but I take pretty good care of myself for me not to get a lot of sleep. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
People always say that, say, yeah, you had to get some sleep or whatever, but and I feel like perfectly fine. I don't get half as much sleep as I feel like it, but somehow it always works out to where, if I'm not busy, in the daytime or whatever, then I might as well have had a damn coffin, because I swear when it comes to nighttime, my ass be up, energy, mind be going crazy and everything. So I know
Yeah,
exactly.
and see, around these hours, this is where like my creative, because I'm sure you already peeped that I'm an artist too. So this, when like my creative juices be flowing, and even then, me being tired, it does hinder me from tapping into that, and I gotta fight that shit. Because like I said, when I get tired, I just be want to go to sleep. I'll watch YouTube because I don't watch mainstream TV no more. I stopped watching mainstream TV a long time ago. I don't watch the news.
Shit, me neither. I can't tell you the last time I sat down and watched a news clip. If I seen something from the news, it was probably something that was shared out on YouTube or another
Yep.
social media site.
It be shit going on in my city all the time, and I be like, damn, when that happened?
Right.
I
You
see
from
it on
Chicago,
YouTube.
right?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
on Facebook. I be like, what the fuck? When man, please don't let that be somebody I know.
Right.
So yeah, I stopped watching the news, man. It's bad for us, man, mentally. Like, I'm really into psychology to the point where you gotta stop doing certain things or it's gonna mess with your psyche. It'll drive you crazy. It'll have you, like, depressed, having anxiety, and you won't even know it because you just go about your everyday going to work or going to school or taking care of your family or your kids or whatever.
Right.
Excuse me. So
Okay.
But yeah, I appreciate you, Realest. You know, you be looking at, I just be messing with you too, because I don't know if you
I
remember I
already.
told you, because I know you from New York, and I've met a list of people from New York, and all y'all got that aggressive. I like New York folks though.
Let me
Y'all like
make
our
this clear
cousins.
though. Let me make this part clear though, because I know a lot of people always be saying, from New York, but I'm actually outside of New York. I'm like 3 hours from New York. You know what I'm saying? I'm upstate New York. The reason it's important to say that, because even
What?
some New York people will tell you there's a little bit of a difference. An
Okay.
upstate person is not necessarily the same
Hmm.
as an actual person from New York, because they're the aggressive fools. They're more aggressive than us upstate. We more, if anything, we probably more. What's the lack? Let me see. For lack of a better word, it's at the tip of my tongue, but we're not as wild as them. I wouldn't say we be having our shit going on, but upstate it might be more like suburban type styles. Possibly.
So
Depending.
what's upstate in New York? Because I want to piggyback off that from being from Chicago.
Well, you probably wouldn't know any of these places, but like upstate, just to name a few cities,
Hmm.
or towns, you got like Albany, you got like Schenectady, like that's the type of area I am.
I heard of Albany. Is that a suburban place? I mean, area outside of New.
It's like a smaller version. It's big as hell, but it's small. It's like a smaller version of New York. That's only like 10, 15 minutes away, right over the bridge from me. Actually, like 10, 15 minutes away from me.
Okay, cause it be people that be like, I'm from Chicago, but they really from Rockford, or they from
Hmm.
Elgin, or they from Riverdale, which is a suburbs outside of Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, like you ain't like, for example, Kiki. I don't know if you're familiar with Kiki Palmer, the actress. She a lot of people think she from Chicago, but she really from Robbins, Illinois, which is a small suburbs.
Mm.
Ghetto. We got some ghetto suburbs out here. That's a
Oh yeah.
that's a, like a country ghetto suburb. You know what I'm saying?
That kind
But a lot of people that's from there, they still got like that little swag of the city. See, I'm from the city. I'm from
of.
the bougie hood of Chicago, where you had that middle class and that upper class. So you get the piss in the hallway and you get the Picasso on the wall. That I always use that as an example from where I'm from. Cause see, you will meet some people from Chicago and they be like, it ain't no east side. Yes, it is. That's where I'm from. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that
So
sounds
I get you.
basically.
But
That sounds about what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like you get like a little bit of all of that where I'm from. You get the, as you say, you get the piss in the hallways, and you get the little suburb area. You got a little bit of country going on there right outside the house. You got all that where I'm at in Troy. So
yeah. And I wanted to say that I'm glad you mentioned that too, but I noticed like even just being from the East Coast, like y'all swag is a little bit more aggressive than Midwesterners. Just from my experience, like just
mhm.
the way y'all talk, and I don't mean that like in a bad way.
No, it's all good. Trust and
Yeah,
believe
but
that.
I told you I like your voice, and when I told you that, you was like, "What you mean by that?" And that was a compliment.
I
You
appreciate
got
it.
a good radio voice, yo. Like real shit, you got a good radio voice.
Nah, you think so?
Yeah, yeah. I can. You one of those voices I can listen to if I'm like falling asleep. That's a compliment, now, really.
Why? I was about to say what you falling asleep. All right. Okay, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
You got a good background voice.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm still like adjusting my training wheels a little bit because it's been years since I even been doing live. This is my third one since last Friday, I think. I'm trying to still get into the habit of it. And I said I was going to, have certain people come on and all. I told a couple different people, yo, when I go live, you won't come on, right? You know what I'm saying? Some people, I try to get somebody to come earlier. They was like, fool, you just this time of night, you talking about come on there, but that's just how I am, though. You know what I'm saying? If it's late, then I'm like, fuck it. Like, but yeah.
Um, do you mind if I respond to somebody in your? in your life.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Commander, are you talking about them boarding up those people's apartments that's on Section 8? Is that happening in Dalton or is that in I think that's in that other suburbs. What's the name of that fucking suburb? Excuse my language. I do be cussing.
Shit, I
But
be
I
cool.
haven't heard. I haven't see because my auntie used to live in Dalton a long time ago. She owned a house out there. I used to go out there and visit and spend the night. So I'm a little familiar with Dalton.
See, I might be filling me in on something new.
Yeah, that's the suburbs in Chicago. It got worse though. It's like the hood out there now. After
Okay.
when it hit like I want to say the mid 2000s, it's a wrap.
Mm,
It's like living in Chicago.
mm,
You might as well. You might as well live in Chicago. If you move to Chicago, you want to go to the suburbs. Go to like Oakland, Evergreen. Don't go to Dalton. Don't go to Riverdale. Harvey. That's where they doing that at. I think they bogus. They boarding up these apartments with these people that's on Section 8 or low income,
mm-hmm.
trying to get them up out them buildings instead of just doing it the proper way.
Mm.
But it's I don't know. It's Illinois is a very shady state. I'm just gonna leave it at
Are they? Wow.
that. Yeah,
I
it's very
believe it.
very shady.
Believe it. So you just straight up Chicago, right? Like been there your whole life and all of that.
Okay, so I am a Navy brat, right? I have a twin brother. We both Navy brats. I got an older sister. We was me and my twin. We was born in Jacksonville, Florida. Some people say I got a down south accent, but I also got Caribbean roots because my dad was born in Haiti and I got a Haitian grandma.
Mm-hmm.
So and a Haitian auntie. I don't know Creole very well, but I always show love to my Haitian folks. Um, I grew up in Chicago, but I wasn't born here.
Okay.
So me and my brother, we got here at I want to say the age of 2 or 3, and then we've been here ever since.
Definitely got that accent though. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, cause I've heard people say that too. Like you sound like you from Chicago, but then you kind of sound like you from the South. I was like, well, I was born in Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, it's crazy now that you said. I would have never guessed you might have been born in the South. As you said, right after you said that, I'm listening to you talk now, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can hear Chicago, but then okay, I can hear a little bit of the South. Until you said that, I probably would have never even thought.
Yeah. And my dad, he didn't grow up in Haiti. He grew up in Alabama.
Mm,
And then my mom grew up my mom, she was born in Mississippi, so a nice significant part of her life she grew up in Mississippi. So that countryness is all around me.
yeah, you know, like my family, for the most part, all of them, all the brothers and sisters and grandmothers and aunties and all of them is all born, you know, I think it was North Carolina, I want to say, but
Yeah.
all the grandkids like me, we was all born up here, so I
Up
know.
here in the Midwest, in the city. Yeah, that's how it is with my family. On
Hmm.
both sides, my mom and my dad. Yeah.
You gotta look up the mayor to the trip and FBI can go. Ooh, that sound like a lot.
She's a trip FBI getting it. Ooh, for real? Are you from Chicago, Commander?
You know, I never asked Alpha where she was from. Are you Alpha?
Yeah, you got the teeth. Now you got me want to be nosy because man, they be doing some stuff over here in Chicago. Man, listen, they didn't put all. Listen, I'm not racist. I'm not prejudiced, but I heard what's been going on in New York. But it's effed up over here too with the immigrants. They just like dumped them over here and they taking over.
Mm.
They taking over.
The latest thing that I've heard about that was going on, It's just, you know, the whole like immigrant situation, everything. I think it might have died down now. I'm not sure because, like I say, I don't watch the news, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, that was like the latest thing. That was like a big thing where people was like, "Yo, these immigrants going wild." Like I seen videos of them kicking police and all of this shit. I'm like,
They wild in New York. There's a guy that I'm sub to. His channel started off being based around. He lives in New York, being based around showing his subscribers the best like apartments to rent. You know, for a
mm-hmm.
nice price, because you know New York rent is highest ever.
Oh hell yeah.
So he be having these exclusive like apartments he be finding. But lately, since the immigrants have came to the US, he been doing a lot of videos talking about them. And he's been talking about like how they be fighting, and they been
Mm-hmm.
fighting the police, and they stealing, and they
Yep,
got
yep.
gangs going on. I said, who the what did they just drop over here? Who they just drop over here? It's like they took some foreigners from a different hood in a whole nother country and then drop them in our hood in this country.
Yeah,
That's
man.
like that's scary. Like, cause you don't know how they is in they hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know how we are in our hood.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you didn't grow up in the hood, I'm just saying in just a neighborhood, period. But you don't know how they survived over there in their hood, and then they bring that energy over here.
Right. They doing shit that was probably the norm for them.
Yeah, cause
Well,
a lot of them coming from that jail out there. What's that country? Ecuador? No, not Ecuador. Wait, is it Ecuador? No, it's Venezuela. It's a lot of Venezuelan people over here in Chicago. So I know that's probably a lot of them in New York too, and they in Texas. And see, Chicago got a large amount of Mexican people, so they be blended in. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? But I grew up around Mexican. My first boyfriend was Mexican, so I could tell the difference. You can't
Crazy
fool
shit.
me. But yeah, yeah, it's getting hectic, man. I
It
don't like
is,
that they
man.
did that.
Them fools getting away with shit. Uh, we could never get away with us black people, especially when you talk about putting hands on the police. Man, let us kick a cop in the head.
Oh,
And
it's over with. And I'm
man,
gonna tell you this too, just to throw it out there.
mm,
I don't know if they do this in New York, but in Chicago, we known for like having a lot of parades. So you know, I don't know if you ever heard of the Bud Billiken parade. So that's our thing here in Chicago. That's
mm,
the quote unquote black parade, right?
okay.
So the Puerto Ricans have their own parade here in Chicago because they got their own neighborhoods here in Chicago, and a lot of them Puerto Ricans don't like us, right? But they're in certain neighborhoods where we live, you know, next door neighbors with them, right? So when they have their parades, um, when I tell you they turn up, well, we can't turn up like that. I'm talking about hanging out the window, like
Mhm.
motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? What's his name? The Joker in the Batman movie, hanging out the window like
Yeah,
that.
like that. Nah.
Yeah, doing donuts and shit with they flag, music blasting. I want to do that. Can we do that? Can we hang out the window bumping Little Baby or something? I'm just saying. Can we get that same respect?
That's crazy. Not hanging out the window like the Joker. Nah.
Listen, I'm not exaggerating, realist. They really let them wild out for their parade, but we can't do that for our parade here in Chicago. So I don't know what's with that, but I don't think that's fair. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Hell no, that's really fair. Hell no.
And the police be letting them wild out.
My bad. Say that again. I ain't hear you.
The police be letting them wild out when they
Oh,
have their Puerto Rican parade. They be letting them wild out. They don't do nothing. They be doing little 360s and hanging out the window. They flags be hanging out the window. They be driving fast. Their music be loud. They be running lights. Excuse me. No regards. Taking over the street.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that's wild, man. So, I don't know. Maybe they got some type of deal with the government or something.
I definitely believe something like that. Some type of cahoots is going on. Cause what the fuck? Like, why we can't do that for the Bud Billiken? Why we can't turn up like that? But we keep it classy though. For our parade, you know what I mean? We keep it classy. We be out there footworking. Cause that's what we known for.
Footworking.
Yes. Our parades be lit though. That Bud Billiken be lit. It was better when I was younger. But it's all right now. A lot has changed.
I'm surprised I never heard of that. You said the Bud Billiken. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm. The
Oh,
but it's been, man, it's probably, I want to say, I was gonna tell I don't care about telling my age. I'll let somebody guess and then I'll tell my age. But that parade been going on for over 20 years. So it's been going on for a long time.
I want to say 35.
No, I'm not 35. I'm older, a little older.
No,
You
I'm gonna leave
close
it.
though.
I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm just guessing in the back of my mind. Unless y'all in chat want to take a guess.
um, but yeah, the Bud Billiken is it's a nice parade. It be popping. It's just
Oh no,
I,
Commander said I seen the grandmas tweaking. Was you trying to say twerking, Commander? That what you trying to say? Tweaking, twerking. Either way, I get what you're saying. Yeah, we can see that on Instagram though. Grandma's busting it open, making it clap on a handstand, all that.
what you talking about? What I say?
No, I saw Kabedi was talking about. I think she said she might have seen some of what you was talking about, or maybe she was just saying in general, talking
Mm-hmm.
about grandmas, acting crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Tweaking. Oh yeah, we say that a lot out here in Chicago. I don't know if that word is a Midwestern slang, cause I be seeing other people say it, and they don't be from Chicago. Cause every time I hear somebody say tweaking, I be like, is they from Chicago? Cause we say that a lot. Like, man, you tweaking.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot of y'all slang it kind of like gotten stolen or used. Like I've seen like even Chicago rappers speak on this. I don't know how you feel about it, but I know some of Chicago's history, and I know that in certain places they would use that term. How do they say it? They would say, "We smoking on Tuka." Like you heard
Oh
other
yeah.
places, I've seen like commotion get made over there. I've seen Chicago rappers. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I might have to bring you back on here one day because I can
Now I'm gonna
imagine.
tell you, that's them Gen Z rappers. Cause you sound like me and you around the same age. We want disrespect the rap. They weren't disrespectful like that. That disrespectful.
Yeah.
Y'all just, if it's some Gen Z's in here, y'all is the most disrespectful generation I know. I got some cousins, nieces, nephews.
Mhm.
Y'all ain't got no respect for the elders. I love y'all though. Yeah.
But you know what? For
Oh
real.
man.
Just based off of like the type of knowledge you got, like concerning the history of Chicago, that's a reason right there to bring you back. Cause it is like certain questions I want to ask. I'm gonna just save, for maybe next time.
Okay. I can only go off though from me growing up in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that because it was different back then. Like it was more structure. It's
Right.
like now ain't no structure.
Mm-hmm.
It was just ain't no. And if we got to speak on like just growing up in the hood, like ain't no structure.
Yeah, I see that.
ain't no ain't
Respect.
no commander, just metaphorically speaking, ain't no commanders and chiefs no more. This like these little niggas. Can I say that they reckless? They ain't got no respect. That's them Gen Z babies.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, it's a new, it's a new generation. It's a new era now, man. It's like, it's different. It's different.
It's different. Like I heard somebody, it's a YouTuber that I watch. I think her name 54 Keys.
Sound familiar?
Yeah, I like her. She from Detroit, so that's our midwestern cousin. And I could tell she like either around my age or a little older because she made a post on her community talking about some why this generation don't respect elders. They ain't got no respect. She said something like that, and I was like, man, listen, that's them Gen Z babies.
Yeah, that's one thing I got instilled in me to respect the elders, especially after, it's been like, I want to say like 10 years now, but, since my grandmother had passed, but especially after that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I look at the elderly, you know, I'm highly respectable when it comes to the elderly. So I don't,
But you know what? It's not even just the actual elder, like a grandma, mama, daddy. It's the older sister, the
mm,
older brother,
mm,
the older cousin, the
got,
auntie, and the uncles. They don't respect because
got you.
we still elders to them. Like I
Right.
have a niece that's 10 years younger than me. I used to babysit her. I used to wipe her ass. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So to see her be grown, be a full adult, that's amazing to me. But that her generation don't respect the aunties and uncles.
Yeah.
And like you can't tell me now. What you gonna tell me?
Right.
You only 10 years older than me, so you only 15 years older than me. Yeah, I'm a whole decade. I'm a little over a decade, so I got a little more than likely. I got a little bit of more wisdom than you. A little bit more wisdom than you.
Yeah. Like they whole take on it is like what you gonna tell me? Like, yeah, you was around a little bit longer. You was around a little bit longer. But still, you still can't tell me nothing. So I know what you mean.
Right. That's the thing. That's where the lack of respect come from. So yeah.
I don't even I don't even listen to like the radio like of this era, like these new rappers and shit that be out. I find out about them through like other people and through like Instagram. Like I can't tell you how long it's been since I actually listened to the radio, like real talk.
No, I'm same. I don't listen to the radio no more. I listen to Spotify a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah. But I don't want to hold you up. I know we've been up here for a minute. I'm sure you probably got other people that want to jump on before you get off.
After you, I'm probably gonna shut it down. I've been up for. I always end up being on here longer than I plan on. You know what I'm saying? I don't never like schedule or like map it out. I'm about to jump up here, talk my shit. Whatever happens, whatever flows, it flows. That's my vibe. But
Yeah,
I'm
you
glad you
sound
came
like me.
in. Huh?
I said you sound like me, but I really want to get on a schedule though, because I want to be a little bit more consistent. Because I feel like that plays a part too on
Yeah.
attracting that audience that you want.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
For me, like the stuff I'm doing now, I'm just doing it just because like I was monetized. I just said this a little while ago, but I had got demonetized. I know I can get it back. And I
Oh, you
know,
got demonetized
yeah.
for
They
what
got me.
video?
They got me. They got me. You know what? I forget. I don't even think they
You
told me.
don't even be. I'm kind of. It's like you can't say nothing on YouTube, man.
Right,
I
right,
got a
right.
problem with that. That's another thing I'm against. I'm about freedom of speech, yo. But even still gotta have discernment. But damn, what you say?
I don't think I think it was just more so something that I had put up, and what they call it is reused content. But here's the thing: most of the stuff that I had put up was all kind of like the same. You understand? So it's like if they're gonna call that reused content, then why y'all let me go? why y'all let me put all this other shit up? I mean, y'all ain't saying nothing about that. But as far as like the guidelines and shit on YouTube, tell you something, all that shit bullshit, and they switch it up every day. You know what I'm
They
saying?
got to, cause I be seeing people like I'm sub to a nice amount of people, man.
Mm-hmm.
And they be posting stuff, and I be like, damn, you can post that? They still getting monetized?
Exactly. I know people on here who be like straight violating, but they got nerve to be monetized. They got nerve to be getting a check, but they monetize. It's shit
Right.
wild, bro.
I hope you getting a check. You put out decent content.
Yeah. Well, I put a hold on it until I get it straightened out. You know what I'm saying? But this what I'm doing now. This is just me like dipping my toes in the water, so to speak. Just touching different areas. I said I'm gonna take this time to just go live and see what comes out of that. It's basically just having fun for now, or whatever. I ain't worried about it. I'll get it straightened out. But I do think the guidelines are bullshit on here. I could do a whole live on that.
You should. It is because that was another reason why I was kind of iffy about like what
Mm.
because the stuff that I want to talk about is kind of taboo.
Yeah, right.
Like when I start getting into talking about being your own doctor and all that, I might say a trigger word and it might go into the guidelines of you putting out misinformation. Because I had a video that I did about 2 years ago. They didn't even post it. They told me I went against the guidelines and flagged me.
Mm. And they'll go back in your shit too. It could be a video that was put up a while, like let's say a couple months ago or whatever. I'm hearing that they going back and everything. So it's like ain't nobody safe no
Ain't
more.
nobody safe. It's that freedom of speech is like out the window.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I don't know though. Like, no,
And
innocent.
it's like, man, should I just put up a whole bunch of bullshit comments, content just to get views? That's not me. That ain't even being my authentic self. Like, I want to
Right.
be my authentic self and attract people that's their authentic self while speaking on some real shit.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hell no. She said, I've actually seen someone smoking crack on camera during a live stream, and that person still,
What?
and that's crazy.
Wait, how you know they was smoking crack? Damn. That shit stank too. Don't ask me how I know. Told y'all I grew up in the hood.
Oh shit. But see, YouTube, that's the type of shit. How y'all messing with people like me? You got fools smoking pipes on there and stuff. What y'all doing, man? Y'all got to get it together. Get your mind right. That shit crazy.
Oh
I
my God.
thought I heard it all.
I
That's
thought
the
I heard
one.
it all too.
That's the one thing I didn't hear. Now they smoking crack. Nah.
That stank too.
Hell no. Roy, what up, bro? Yeah, man. I'm live. Man. Vamp hour shit. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah.
Rose, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's that?
Have you ever thought about merchandise?
Yeah, there's a couple other people who mentioned that to me. Cause I always say act accordingly. There's a couple people who say that's something I should do. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's in the back of my mind. I would never do it right now, even if I was serious. If I was, then I would definitely wait until I get the monetization thing straight. But you know,
Fair enough. I think you should have some merchandise.
yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know. Like I say, when I get everything straight right back to where it was, I plan on stepping it up a little bit. Cause I tell people, I know what my lane is. You understand? Like when I'm doing this right here, I'm not necessarily like stressing numbers and shit like that. You'll be able to know when I'm really going for the numbers and shit. When I put my stamp on something, I'm gonna go hard with it. You know what I mean? I'm just having fun right now, and I appreciate anybody who's been supporting. You know what I mean?
I hear you. I hear you.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to get you up here again because I do want to speak some more on certain things. That was a while ago. That was last year. I think I was like, "Yo, why don't you come up on the panel or whatever?"
That
I
one,
would
yeah.
I would have never thought. I would have never thought it would take like 3, 4 in the morning alive this time of the morning for you to pop up. But I'm glad you did though.
You know what? I always say sometimes the random occasions be the best
Yeah,
when it's
yeah,
just random.
definitely, definitely.
Cause I didn't even. I was really supposed to be doing something else, but then I seen you. That means I be on my phone too much. But I make money off my phone too, so I'm like, yeah, I be on my phone a little bit too much.
Well, that's the case, then you got to be on it. That's how you make your money. You know what I'm saying? Shit, got to be on it then. Mm.
But yeah, like I told, I don't know if you remember, Realist. I told you just let me know, and then
Yeah, yeah, you did say that. You did, and
okay, you know what? This what I want to always say to you too.
hmm?
Remember how we first met on YouTube? You
Kinda.
right, and that's what blew me because I'm like, how you don't remember how
Wasn't
we
there some
met?
type of confusion or something like that?
No, and I don't even know if you still like watch what's his name? I forgot his name, but he from New York and he got the locks in his head.
I know you talking about. I know you talking about.
Yeah, because I stopped watching him.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how I met you and two other
Yeah.
people that I
Okay.
was
Okay.
following. Well, I
Yeah.
was sub to, but then I ain't sub to them no more. They
Right.
not sub to me no more either. I think once they started seeing what I be talking about, they was like,
How? But how you know they not sub to you no more? Maybe they just don't watch or leave comments.
nah. I kind of got the feel on how you know if somebody still like sub to you, cause the way YouTube got it set up, you can make that private,
Yeah.
and I don't like that, cause I want to know who subbed to me. Goddamn it, who watching me? What you watching me for? Cause if my channel ain't for you, then don't watch me. Goddamn it, I'm okay with
I hear you on that.
that.
For real.
I'm gonna be my goddamn self.
Shit, if you don't do nothing else, you definitely got to keep it genuine. You know what I'm saying? On here, that's important. Like I know YouTube, they come off like they don't appreciate the genuine motherfuckers, but
They don't, realize they don't. And for you to even have your name and then my name, Camellia Real, I can't do nothing but be authentic. I'll be fake and phony if I
right.
start coming on here acting like I'm something I'm not. With 72, with 72 subscribers.
Yeah.
I'm not no, I'm how you see me is how I am in real life.
No,
If
that's a
you were
fact.
to see me, if I was your next door neighbor, that's how I talk.
No, straight like that.
Straight like that. So it's like the two women that was like sub to me, they was very friendly. They was cool, but
Hmm.
once they yeah, cause I talk about astrology and stuff,
Right.
and I use that as examples, excuse me, from my experiences and stuff. And I'm into astrology, but I don't think they was feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my channel is a little on the taboo side. So come at your own risk if you gonna sub to me.
Definitely got a unique vibe going over there. You know what I'm saying? I tell people I can rock with it. If the person is being genuine, it don't really matter what they talking about. I could give it a try and see what's going on with it. And it doesn't necessarily mean that what they're talking about is going to resonate 100%. But
Right.
as long as I sense that they're being genuine, then I'm a rock with it. A lot of people don't look at it like that. They figure if I don't like what they're talking about, like their content, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm not gonna hit the like. I'm not gonna, share it out or nothing like that. I'm not even gonna rock with the person. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I
And
got
then with me, like when you said unique, I don't I'm a modest woman, but I'm not like a lot of women from the hood. So that right there
I
is
know.
like a downer. Cause I be looking at my stats and I be trying to figure out, even on my podcast, like it's more males that like watch my channel than females. That's kind of weird to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
So I would
Well,
like for it to be equal,
right.
but why is it more males watching me than females? So they let me know once I noticed those two females that I met through what's his name when I met you, because I met all y'all together on his live,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and we all started subbing to each other. So I don't know, man. I guess they was like, nah, we can't. Nah, she weird.
But you know what? I would never, not saying that you did, but I would never take offense to nobody on something from me or nothing. I can't feel a way about nothing like that. Because,
Nobody should though. I'm not. Nobody should, cause I feel like if you know, I'm not relatable to you or you not into the stuff that I'm talking about, then don't watch my channel. I'm all for that. I'm an advocate of that.
it's simple as that.
It's
Shit.
simple, simple as 1, 2, 3.
It's not going to stop me from talking my shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But just know, if you come watch one of my videos, you gonna learn a little something. It's gonna be something you could take away. You could.
That's what, and that's what I try to, I know I say that I don't necessarily be trying to like purposely like structure what I be doing, but I
Yeah,
tell people that when I was doing my uploads, I tell people like no matter what kind of story you hear me tell, no matter what type of content you see me doing, because I'm not doing the battle rap stuff right now. But anything that I speak on at the end of it, there's gonna be at least maybe one or two things you might be able to take away from it. As long as you listening, you're gonna be able to tell what those things are. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's about listening and not being biased. And
Right,
don't
right.
get me wrong. Listen, I feel like sometimes you need to be biased, but you just gotta have that discernment. You just gotta know when not to be biased.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I hear
So, because I remember I told you I don't like battle rap.
you.
You was like, why
Oh,
you?
you did say that? I don't even remember that.
I don't like, man. Listen, when I was with my baby daddy, he loved that shit. I used to hate when he watched that shit, but I
I
used
think
to
I
watch
remember
it with
you
him.
telling me that. I think I
Yeah.
do remember that part.
I don't like battle rap. Never like battle rap. I think it's a recipe for disaster. You say something, man. Next thing you know, somebody get hurt.
You'd be surprised. You would be surprised how much that line get crossed and people don't get hurt. And that's the thing
Really?
about it. Yeah, you would be surprised, because at the end of the day, they getting paid. It's either, they like that's how they get their other half. They get paid to write. They get paid a certain amount, to write, and then you get the majority of your money after you complete the battle. So we black. We ain't come all the way there for nothing.
Yeah, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Our culture don't play that. Yeah, no, for real. I didn't know that though. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know they get paid for that. Okay. Well, that's I respect the game. Then I still like it though. That's
You
because
right.
listen, I'm a Cancer. Okay, I'm about love and kindness and respect and care. I don't. That's
Hmm.
all. That's those words talking like that. I couldn't be in no battle rap. I'd be ready to fight.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
That
A lot
that
is
is for air and fire signs only. I don't think no water signs should be in no damn battle rap. It might be a fight.
man,
Earth
listen.
signs can get with it, but I don't know about no water. I don't know about no Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. I don't know about that. You don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, when it's that financial involved, that's the only time a motherfucker will, not, react to some shit. Only because there was some financial on the line.
Yeah, and see that's the thing, Rayleigh. I'm big on respect. Like I'm one of those people where we don't have to like each other, but just respect me because I feel like you deserve that much. You deserve that decency. You deserve to be respected. I don't gotta like your character.
Right, right, right. That's what I be telling people, man. Like, You know, you don't have to get along with somebody, whatever. What I'm not going to do is just purposely just go out of my way, you know, physically or mentally, emotionally, just to make this person feel like shit because they didn't do it to me. We ain't got to necessarily like each other, like what each other doing, but let's keep it mutual and we ain't going to cross that line. We leave it at that. That's the human thing to do, but you know, a lot of people don't believe in that.
No, they don't. It's common for, oh, if I don't like you, then it's fuck you, and I'm gonna treat you any kind of way because I don't like you.
Hmm.
That's why I draw the line. I don't like that because I don't have to like you, but I'm not gonna disrespect you because that causes conflict. That muddies the waters. That starts trouble.
Hmm.
Because at that point you just starting shit. You poking the bear.
Reason. For no reason at that. For no reason. Yeah, I definitely sub to Camilla, man. You know, check her out. You know what I mean? Because she, you know, she probably like need to go live a little bit more. But I get it within
Dude.
your own time, get yourself right or whatever. But you know, at least people could, you know, that people got a glimpse of what you about, and they when they go to your channel, they get to see more. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you, man. I do. Thank you so much. What was I finna say? Anybody in the live, if y'all sub to me, I appreciate it. Again, come at your own risk. I might say something you don't agree with, but it comes from, I'm a Cancer. It comes from a caring, loving place. I'm telling you.
Let me tell you
So
something. You say that, you know, come at your own risk, or you might say something they don't agree with. If they've been listening to me this all this time, then they should be able to handle that. Because I damn sure don't be getting up here thinking, let me make sure I say something they agree with. That'd be the
right,
first thing for my mom. Respectfully, y'all, respectfully. You know what I'm
respectfully
saying?
though. No, for real, respectfully. So for real,
They
for
know.
real.
There's good, some good people in this chat. They know what's up. You know what I mean?
No, I say that too because as I've gotten older, I've learned to not take things so personal. You know what I mean? Um, like listen to the message and not take the messenger personal.
Right, right.
And I think that comes with like wisdom. That comes with not being biased. That comes with self awareness.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. You know, wisdom, growth. You know, sometimes it's hard to separate the two. It's a good point. You know, the message
Yeah,
and the messenger. You know, I see what you're saying.
yeah. Cause you know what, I'm gonna tell you. When I was this where I learned that from. This dude that I went to barber school with,
Mm.
that I liked. And he's a Aquarius, and I got this thing with Aquarians because I've had quite a few Aquarians. My son is a Aquarian, so it's like he was teaching me how to do a fade because we was in barber school together, and
Mhm.
he told me, he said, "Man, you gotta learn to listen to the message and not the messenger." And I just looked at him like, man, I paused for a minute. I'm like, you get on my motherfucking nerves. But then it stuck with me, and this was like 8, 9 years ago since I've been out of barber school. So the things that people say can like if it's good information, it'll stick with you. It be something you need to hear, and I needed to hear that at that moment. I ain't really agree with what he was saying, but on the flip side, I needed to hear it.
Right.
So
We all had one of them moments.
yeah,
For real.
yeah.
Yeah, appreciate y'all subscribing, man.
Thank
Appreciate
you, Mr. West. I appreciate y'all.
that was one of my things. That was like one of my topics I was gonna touch on anyway about people who, you know, got, you know, the goods. They got the good shit to talk about, deliver, but I know how this app is, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, people just need a little plug in or a little bit of the spotlight, you know, for people to see what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Because the algorithm is all tore up.
It is. It is. And I noticed too, I be paying attention to the algorithm. Like when I be typing in certain stuff, and that's all on my timeline. And I be like, damn, I should type that in. Cause now it's all on my timeline. I gotta keep seeing it.
They be
Like
telling me I'm subscribed to certain people I know I ain't subscribed to. I'm like, oh, y'all got it fucked up. What you, the hell?
that be happening on Instagram.
Mm,
Oh, I thought that was just Instagram be doing that. I'd be like, I know I ain't sub to this person. We ain't got nothing in common.
right. It's a trip, man. These apps, they a trip. They got a lot of bullshit with them, but at the end of the day, there's good that come with them. It just depends on how people use them. You know what I'm saying?
It is, and I'm gonna tell you something I just thought about too. That's very interesting. One day, I got a Facebook page, and I just started deleting a whole bunch of people.
Right.
I be doing behind the scenes social experiments because when I was in college I took up well, it was a requirement. I took up social science, so I learned a little thing or two up in social science, right? So, anyways, so I was like, man, I'm finna delete everybody just to see who gonna notice if I deleted them or not. And I had like 200 and like some people, and I kept it to that minimum. I never let it go over like 300. I'm like, cause I know more people than that, but I'm not gonna be following all these people. So, anyways, I noticed Facebook won't allow you to delete so many people. So that made me think like, do they
Mm.
get paid for you having so many friends on Facebook? Let me find out.
Oh,
Cause
wow.
what? Cause how you gonna tell me I can't be friends with this person on social media? I might not want them on my page no more watching me. Especially if they
Right.
ain't liking my shit. You gonna tell me I can't unfriend nobody? What?
Damn.
Y'all listen, if y'all got Facebook pages and y'all got like 1,000 knowing damn well y'all got like 1,000 friends, and out of them 1,000 friends, you probably only talk to like 10 people off there, if that. Go and delete like 30 people at one time and watch. You get this box that pop up telling you can't delete or something. It's gonna stop you, and then
Damn.
you gonna have to go back and then try and then attempt to delete whoever you want to delete again. That's crazy.
Yeah, I ain't. Yeah, that's definitely news to me. But you know what? It's been it's been so long since I've actually like operated on Facebook. Like I just checked it the other day, and I've been back and forth on it for about a week just to communicate with certain people. But I would that's news to me right there. I know that's something to look out for. I definitely don't follow a lot of people either, and a lot of people don't follow me. That's crazy.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it is crazy because now Facebook is like it's like Instagram now. It's like you got followers and friends, and it's confusing because it's like why they start doing that. They should have just kept it like how it was. And I noticed I was following more people than I had friends, and then when I was like when I tried to go in the settings to unfollow all these people, I don't even know where to go. I don't even know if you could do that. If somebody know how to do that, please let me know. Cause I don't
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Yeah, these apps, bring right back to what I just said. These apps, they got some shit with them. You know what I mean? But the thing that keeps people using them is the fact that of course, there's good in them, or people would have been using them in the first place. But you do gotta
Yeah.
watch out for little things. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of validation too. People be want to be validated.
Oh yeah.
All the posting of, like selfie photos and you being in a whole different country. Everybody's like, people really don't be caring about that. You gonna have the only ones that's really gonna care is the haters. Them the only ones that's gonna care. I'm telling
Mm-mm-mm.
you.
It's wicked out here, man.
It is. That validation is a drug too.
Yeah, some people be trying to be validated. They swear they not, but You know, you could tell when somebody ain't necessarily happy with themselves or whatever, and they just, you know, they need that satisfaction from others. You could tell, you know, just saying.
Yeah, and it's crazy because that's where spirituality comes in. That you need to tap into yourself. You need to learn yourself, get to know yourself, love on yourself more. That's what spirituality really is. It ain't no taboo. It go deep, but it ain't no taboo shit like because now the whole spirituality community is getting a bad rap. I barely like saying that I'm spiritual now because then it goes into, oh, she probably be putting spells on people, and it's like, man, I don't be
Mhm.
doing that, and if I did, I'm not gonna tell
Yeah, I seen somebody the other day, a good sister on here who, you know, talks about things similar to what you were speaking on, and she be talking about how people be coming at her, calling her a witch and all of this stuff. I'm like,
But see, if people get into the history where the whole witch thing started, like it's a oh my god, it's a Haitian lady. I can't think of her name, but she was a Haitian witch, and it was way back in the day. She was in her town just healing people, and they took that lady out. They did not like her being no healer. That's really that's really what a witch is. Like they made it. I ain't finna go in deep about that. Y'all do y'all research on what a witch really is. But the religious community, the Christian community, gonna tell you, nah, witches is evil, and that's nah. You got some that do some evil shit. Yes, you do. But if you look at your pastor a whole wizard.
mm,
No, respectfully, mind you, I come from a Baptist church. Your pastor is a wizard. Why
mm,
you think you there every Sunday? Why you think you put in money in the collection plate? Why you putting your money in that collection plate? Go to your pastor and be like, "Hey, pastor, I'm behind on my rent. I need $600. Let's see if you get $600. Tell me, hit me up, and let me know you got that $600, so I can hit your pastor up and tell him I need some money too,
mm.
respectfully."
Nah, I know exactly what you're talking about when you say that. I've been, listen, I've been one of those to speak on that type of shit. These pastors and all of that.
Man,
Yeah.
pastors be a whole a wizard and a warlock.
Mm-hmm.
So we not gonna be down in no witches now. Cause if I tell you I'm a witch, not then what? You ain't gonna want to sub to me no more. Yeah, I ain't subbing to her. She said she a witch. I'm gonna tell you this though. I am into holistic healing, and that's how I healed myself when I was going through something in my 20s. Uh, and then me just having an autoimmune disease, which is psoriasis. I don't take pharmaceutical drugs for that,
Mm,
and I've cleared up my skin, going on a spiritual journey, loving myself more, changing what I eat, stressing less, because that's really what causes autoimmune disease, emotional stress.
mm,
And you know what I'm saying, it go deep, and it's salt and pepper of people talking about that too on YouTube, but it's not in the algorithm like it need to be, because the doctors, they not claiming it. The psychologists not claiming it. They not claiming that this is where these autoimmune diseases be coming from. It's coming from I didn't even have to hear this from nobody on YouTube, really. I figured this out on my own because I've been on my self-awareness journey.
I
So
believe
it's
you.
like you can't tell me that ain't how I got this shit. I've been going through heavy emotional stress, not now, right now, but in the past, where my psoriasis was severe. Like it was like almost all over my body. So like,
Mm,
yeah, you can't tell me nothing. What you gonna tell me when I healed myself to some degree? You can't tell me nothing, because all the doctors was doing was like, well, we just give you some medicine, but then the insurance that I had wouldn't cover the
right.
medicine. So now I got
Right.
to come out of my pocket, and the medicine for psoriasis is very expensive. It's not like getting like blood pressure pills or If you got diabetes, that shit is expensive. Like a tube of the cream, I think it's like maybe like a little over $100. It might be $200 now. I wish I would pay $200 when I can go do some holistic research.
Yeah.
And get some stuff that's gonna nurture my skin. And then do the internal work. Why am I having this emotional stress? Instead of just, suppressing it. So
And the thing to take away from that is research is key.
yes. And get with people, who I honestly I don't know nobody who, yes I do. I got a childhood friend. I ain't talking to him right now though. I met up with him some months ago and we had a conversation. We had coffee together and he told me he had psoriasis and I was like, wow, I got that shit too, G. And he always had a crush on me too. I was like, wow, I never thought I was gonna meet somebody I know that actually got psoriasis like me. But he wasn't doing nothing for, how y'all males is. Y'all do not care for healing yourselves. Y'all don't want to go to the doctor. I was giving him all type of advice. He was not taking it. I said, "Let me stop. I'm doing too much." See, this a message. If any woman going through something or she thinking about that guy that she like and she been giving him advice on whatever, he going to stop it, sis. You doing too much. He ain't listening because men don't listen to women. And I said what I said.
The crazy thing is, I'm not even the type of person who like to go to the doctor. As a matter of fact, I always told people in my real life, the thing I'm probably gonna pass away from is from not going to the doctor. I only go when it's completely necessary. Trust.
But listen, okay. My point is, men do not like to. They don't like to be healthy. So I'm not knocking you not from not going to the doctor, but at least find out like what's wrong with you and then go fix it. Y'all
Right.
don't even be wanting to do that. I'm telling him all type of stuff like, yeah, G, get this, drink this, take this. Man, I'm just gonna get this. I'm just gonna do this. I'm like, you know what? And you can't tell no cancer that because we be caring too much. That's why I said I'm doing too much. Let me stop. Because I started to take it personal. Like I'm trying to help you.
Right. Damn.
I can admit I was doing too much. I even told him that, man. I was like, look, I apologize. I was doing too much, man. I know he was like, why you even apologizing? It's really for myself. Apologizing to myself, but I'm saying it to you because I cared. Because I know what it feels to have this autoimmune disease. It seemed like it ain't nothing, but it affects your everyday life, your personal life, your work life, whatever. It just affects your everyday life. And doing the research, I had found out like 30, like 32 to like 30, I think 5% of people that have psoriasis think about committing SD. SD.
Right.
SD. I forgot trigger words. SD. For I'm sure y'all know what I mean. So just finding that out alone is like, damn, I
Yeah,
get
it's
it. I
terrible.
get it. It's not like eczema because a lot of people think it's eczema, but it's like eczema, but it's not because eczema is more on the allergy side, so it's not an autoimmune thing. Um, but the psoriasis is so. And
Yes.
I'm sure you heard me talk about some of that. I haven't got deep into it. I do want to get deep into how I'm gonna do a video on how I like help my skin, how I cleared it up. Cause ain't no doctor do it for me. They just trying to give me some medicine. Even tried to give me some Xanax. I said, nah, I just want to talk to a therapist. You think they was finna go out their way to try to help me get a therapist? No, they was trying to give me some Xanax. Yeah, get me hooked on some drugs from the government. Yeah, get me hooked on some pills.
Yeah.
I'd rather just smoke some herbs.
Nah, but you know what though? on some real shit. That is something for you to talk about, because this is a big app, but it's small. You never know who dealing with that same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
in our community, I don't see a lot of it. In
yeah,
our community, I don't see a lot of people like talking about it, even having it. So when I found out my childhood friend got it, I was like, I was going in trauma bond mode. I had to come up out of that. Like, see, now you trauma bonding. Don't do that. Because a lot of us be trauma bonding and we don't realize. That's how you
right.
be jumping in toxic relationships.
Mm.
You're like, oh, I grew up with an alcoholic mama. She was abusive. Oh, you did too? Me too. Yeah, it be like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what Commander said. Yes, that's what they do. They say, I'm gonna pray for you. Respectfully, I tell people, don't pray for me. Pray for yourself. Please don't pray for me. I don't need nobody praying for me.
Mm.
And some people take offense to that. I'm saying respectfully, do not pray for me. But I will say this though, when it comes to your grandma prayers, listen, ain't nothing like a grandma and a mama prayer. Now them
Right.
the only two that get to slide on the prayer. Them the only two.
You
Them the
know
only
it's
two. Cause my grandma, may she rest peacefully. She was what I call a sanctified spiritual woman. And she was very clairvoyant. And some people in my family thought she was a little cray cray. I'm like, nah, grandma got a gift. I knew it when I was little because she talked to me. That was my G. So, yeah, them prayers from grandma and mama,
oh yeah.
them the only ones that get to slide.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the grandmothers who always held it down with the prayer, for real.
For real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I noticed. You wait, can you see the chat while you
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. I told you I'm still learning.
Man, listen, the other day, like I say now, prior to the first time I did went live some days ago, that was the first time I had went live in a few years. I'm still adjusting the training wheels. So I had somebody had to teach me how to even drop the link for folks to get up here again. So I mean, alone on that.
Okay, yeah, I just clicked over. I just noticed it. I'm looking at what Ray said. He said everybody trying to get a check from Facebook. I said, yeah, I know. I noticed that too. They trying to get a check. Listen, milk your money off YouTube. I'm for that. Do listen. I'm not. Don't come to me talking about no 9 to 5 because I'm not. I'm gonna tell you go figure out what your gift is and make some money off that. I'm not the
That's a fact.
friend or the person to tell you to go find a job. I'm not her.
I hear what you're saying with that. There's so many different ways out here. It's like, look around, try it out, do your research, see what you're good at, what you can get good at, what you can get into. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, because I haven't had a 9 to 5 job in a very long time, and I realized that and I even got confirmation from other spiritual people that the 9 to 5 is not for me. It's not for me.
Mm-hmm. Now I know what you mean by that. For real, man.
I've walked out on jobs before in the middle of the shift. Like you got me. You think you finna talk to me this kind of way? Or
Yeah,
you think I think I need this job? No, you need me here. And I tell
exactly.
people that stop going to your job like you need it. They need you.
That's the
You
part they don't say, but that's the truth right there. Who be need them more than anybody? They be needing motherfuckers there. They know that shit.
They need us. Cause guess what? If everybody team up and walk out, ain't no company making no money today.
Mm-hmm. Straight
So
like that.
yeah, I always had that type of mentality. You ain't finna do me any kind of way.
No, I'm with you on that. For real.
And then you gotta think like that, because if you think like that, then you attract what's for you. Like, I walked out on a job and got another job 3 weeks later.
Mm.
And then it was a time where the job came to me. The guy asked me, "Do I want to work here?" So I manifested that job, but I had to quit that job because it was interfering with me being a mommy.
Right, right.
So
Gotta go with that gut instinct, man. I'm telling you.
and I wasn't getting paid nothing anyway, and I couldn't take no break. So I was like, whatever. It was a nice little experience though. I was a host at a like a 4-star restaurant in on the west side of the downtown Chicago. So it was alright. I got that little experience in a little low key fancy restaurant. I'm gonna tell y'all this though. If y'all be going to these fancy restaurants, right, and y'all plate come out looking all nice and fancy, half of that stuff be coming out the can, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now.
Oh hell no.
Sorry to kill your back. But some of that shit be listen, when I was working at that restaurant and I went through that kitchen, I said, I know I know this plate don't never cost no $50. And this stuff just came out the can. They make it look pretty.
It's a goddamn shame.
Listen, they make it look pretty. So this why, when people be bragging like, oh yeah, I paid $100 for this steak. Yeah, that steak probably got glue in it.
Oh damn.
I ain't even being funny, no, for real. They really do be putting glue in the steak to bind it together, to make it thicker, to make it more what's the word? Man, they be doing all. You don't give me stuff. I'll be on here all night, all morning with you.
Yeah, I heard, I heard certain stories and shit like that, and I even seen certain videos involving certain things, but
Listen,
I don't know, man.
they have documentaries because I am a documentary watcher. They have documentaries showing this stuff, like how they prepare the meat, like how they'll like, let's say the meat like a week old. They'll take it off the shelf, take it to the back, and they'll like spritz it up. They'll make it look fresher by, like, if it's some ground meat, they'll make it more red. So if y'all be buying don't buy no ground beef that's red like crayon. You better not eat that. You better not go get it fresh from a market or something. I don't know. You might have to drive outside your neighborhood or something. Sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you might have to go to Whole Foods, because our people, we don't like going to Whole Foods. But Whole Foods got some decent sustainable meat, animal meat, if you eat animal meat. So just throw that out there. So I mean, the information is out there. What I'm saying ain't taboo.
Right.
So they really is putting glue in the steak.
even if you wouldn't have said it, even if I know, watch, if I was go look it up, I'm pretty sure I'll find some evidence that shit really going on. I don't put nothing past nobody.
If you type that in YouTube, you gonna get a slew of videos talking about that. I'm gonna tell you that right now, and then it's gonna be all in your algorithm. And then it's gonna turn you off, because if you eat that, then you're gonna be like, man, I don't even know if I want to eat steak no more.
That's for real. That's how I feel about like pork now. Like, at one point in time, I grew up on eating stuff like that, but
Same.
I
told you, I got Caribbean in my blood. Haitians, that's they go to. That pork, that's all. My daddy ate every part of the pig, every part.
Right.
Inside out. And he was in the Navy, so he didn't have raccoons, like frog legs, alligators, like Oh man, it's wild.
Yeah, man. Like I say, going back to it again, like a little research ain't gonna kill you.
No, it's not, and it's so um easy to do now because all you gotta do is just like type in 1 or 2 words, and you gonna get all type of articles, videos. It's just a matter of, are you ready to go down that rabbit hole?
Right.
Some people don't want to go down that rabbit hole. See, I'm the rabbit hole chief. I'm gonna take you down the rabbit hole. Me, I don't care. I use Alice in Wonderland as an example. That is one of my favorite cartoons. It's movies. It's so many messages and hit, like, if you watch it without, not with the kid mind, but just seeing so many messages in these Disney movies. Listen, that cat was always high. Okay. Why did I not notice that when I was a kid? Alice always want to go through doors she shouldn't be going through. Like,
Yeah. Oh my god.
that's my movie, man. Because it depicts what's going on in real life. It's just all metaphors
Right.
in
A
cartoon
lot of,
form.
a lot of a lot of them movies is like that. You're right.
All of them are. Every single last one of them. Wait, is Alice in Wonderland a Disney movie? All of them is like that. Like, I don't watch anything no more for entertainment.
Mm.
I
Yeah, I
can't
don't.
no more. Once you go down that rabbit hole and you get spiritual and you become self aware, you can't watch nothing the same. Everything you gonna be, it's just gonna be in your face, even if you don't want to see it. You gonna be like, man, this some propaganda. This some bullshit. Nah,
Look at
they really
everything.
on this type of shit. That's how you gonna be looking at stuff.
Look at everything completely different.
Yeah, I can't unsee it now. Now that I know, I'm like, man, you start questioning a lot.
Yeah, you
Like,
start
why?
questioning more,
Like
more.
with the TikTok, like, why y'all talking about, why Biden talking about he want to ban that? What's the real agenda?
Right, I seen that the other day. I'm like, that's what he worried about.
It's a list of reasons why he want to do it. But my point is, if you're not, if you don't have any self awareness and you not into spirituality, you gonna think very mundane on why he want to do it. Like, oh yeah, cause it's ruining kids' lives. Nah, it's a lot of information on there that they don't want us to see. They don't want
Hmm.
us to know. Like, nah, it's because you start taking your power back once you start knowing certain information.
That's a fact.
And they don't want that. They don't want the large conglomerate of people to start thinking for themselves. And
That's,
TikTok make you start thinking for yourself. Like, what? That's why that's like that. Man, I knew it was something about that. Yeah, you gonna start getting all these downloads.
yeah, TikTok is they algorithm is wild over there. I remember I went over there before just to like, I made an account over there just to upload a few videos, and I see it's easier to get into their algorithm than it is on YouTube.
It
I'm talking
is.
videos that would get like a couple hundreds like easily. I'm like, well, damn, look at this shit.
It is. And I wasn't a TikTok person, but I just recently, like the end of last year, made me a account, and I noticed it's a lot of truth tellers on there, way more than YouTube. Like, the algorithm is flooded in that stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I see why y'all talking about banding. I see why y'all talking about banding in the U.S.
Mm.
And some of that stuff I already knew about from like a decade ago. That's actually coming into fruition now. Like, stuff that I learned about, like how the government be doing certain stuff, like the whole money currency. They keep playing with our minds with that. One minute they
Hmm.
say it's gonna be cashless, then the next minute it's just gonna be crypto. They're just gonna have both. They're not gonna get rid of either or. One gonna fade out, which is probably gonna be the crypto, and then it's probably gonna come sneak back in. But I don't never see them getting rid of paper.
Yeah.
They would have been did it. Like they could do it if they want to. The value gonna go down, but I don't see it becoming like obsolete where it's never gonna be any more paper currency. I don't see that happening. So,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Major facts. Yeah, right. That's some shit. That's some shit. If you want to hide something, put it in the book.
Wait, what? What you say? I'm
No,
looking. I'm browsing through the comments.
like a little inside joke that Bro Keith has said. Like if you want to hide something, put it in the book, man.
Yeah, no, for real. Put it in a book. Definitely put it in a book. But you ain't even gotta, man. You ain't even gotta read about certain stuff no more. It's in your face. But
Yeah.
what keeps people blinded is work. I gotta go to work. I gotta make some money.
Right, right. You don't have time to necessarily, consider all that extra shit.
Yeah, cause then you won't be thinking about that. You be like, man, I gotta go to work. I gotta make some money. That's not important. But low keto is dictating our lives.
Right.
Like it's crazy, man. Oh man, like I said, once you go down that rabbit hole, y'all can come down the rabbit hole with me. Listen, I'm from the hood, man. We used to be all through the streets. That was the rabbit hole for us. The group of people that I ran with. We was all. I grew up close to the lake, like literally around the corner from the lake, which is the fake beach.
Uh,
So it was a lot of like little dips and stuff over there that ain't there no more. So that was our rabbit hole. I was all through the city. Okay.
oh shit.
So I'm very familiar with going down rabbit holes.
Jack, what up, OG? Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Hold up. Oh man, it's 3:55 in Chicago. So I know it's 4:55 over there.
Yeah, it's 4:55 up over here. Nap hours, man. Like I told you.
I ain't finna get no sleep.
Well, shit, you already used to that. I know I am.
Yeah, I gotta get some sleep because I gotta get my sleep schedule back on track because that's one of the main reasons why like I said I don't post like that, and I wanna put more into my channel, like,
Right,
you know what I'm saying, because that was my whole point in starting it, like putting certain information, my experience that can help people. That's a little tabooish. Oh,
right.
you know what? Before I let you go, I wanted to ask you about
Mm-hmm.
what do you watch other podcasts like what's his name? They used to be a football player Shay Shay Club Shay Shay and what's that other dude name? Uh he dressed very
I forget. It's on the tip of my tongue, but he got the wild looking hair and shit.
yeah, he dressed very, I ain't gonna lie. I like his style of dress. It fits him. I don't really like men wearing capris, but it's some about, he must got a stylist because it's somehow he do it. It just look good on him. Everybody ain't gonna be able to dress like him.
He be wearing that shit, don't he?
He be wearing that shit. Realist, he really do though. Cause I'm a fashion I'm a fashion geek. I'm into fashion, not like high end fashion. Like I like some high end fashion, but I don't own anything high end fashion. I just like to dress um nice. And to me, dressing nice is just being comfortable and being well groomed. So
Right.
you know, your shoes is clean, your clothes don't look tacky on you. You know, your hair is done. It can even just, if you're a woman, it could just be in a ponytail. It ain't got to be none too fancy. If you a male, you got a nice haircut. You know what I'm saying? But it's just something about how he dressed. I forgot his name though, but I watch his podcast, and I was thinking about Amanda Seals, how she getting a lot of like people just riding on her, and I'm like, damn, they ain't gonna. I get why they riding on her though, but I like Amanda Seals though. She a Cancer. Now that ain't why I like her. Let me throw that out there. That ain't why I like her, because some things she be saying, I be like, girl. But I just wanted to know, did you know anything about that? What you think about that? What was your take on it?
Um, you mean like as far as the Amanda chick? You mean?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't even know what's going on. I seen, I see her name had got brought up in something, but I ain't even pay attention exactly what people was talking about. What exactly was going on with that?
Um. Well, she does have her own podcast,
Right.
but she said she was blackballed, like your Sagittarius auntie, Monique. I call her Auntie Monique.
Right.
Because I remember she said she was being blackballed, and Amanda is very outspoken. And she's always saying that people don't like her because she's light skinned, because she grew up middle class. Um, but what I noticed about her is she harps on that way too much, and it goes back to what I was saying earlier. You know, like if you think you need that job, you gonna always need a job. You know what I'm saying? And for her, she keeps harping on how people don't like her because of this and that. She's gonna always have people don't like her.
All right, Alpha. Take it easy. Appreciate you, sis. You definitely was holding it down. Appreciate you.
Yeah, so I just wanted to know, do you watch other podcasters? Because
Uh,
I like Club Shay Shay. He be having people on there that I
yeah, you know what? He. I remember because I'm like most people. I didn't really start watching him until the Cat Williams shit. And
really.
when that shit happened, I started peeping.
Uh-huh.
And I seen it. He actually do got some good content up over there, though.
Now he do. Some people don't like the questions he be asking, but he I like his whole setup. Like I like his scenery. You know, I
Right.
like his vibe that he be having going on. I like the other dude vibe too, but he don't drink, which ain't nothing wrong with that. He don't smoke no herb, ain't nothing wrong with that. But you know, I like how some of the podcasters let you be yourself. Like what's his
Mm.
name? He let you smoke. He let you smoke on there. I forgot his name, because you gonna let me smoke my herbs, okay? Well, I ain't coming. It's
Shit.
this guy. He from London. I like his podcast too, and if anybody watching from London that follow, I love London folks, and he got a really good podcast. Now, see, his podcast be having people that most times you don't even like. They be like doctors or like lawyers or like people in tech, and you learn something that you ain't even know that you supposed to know. He be having people like, but he also had Busta Rhymes on there too. So yeah, I like that guy. I can't think of his name of his podcast. Wait, I think it's called the Diary of a CEO. That's the name of his podcast.
Mm.
Yeah, he let you smoke weed on, because he had Damon Dash on there, and I like Dame Dash. I always rock with the underdog. I'm an underdog type of person. I don't be going for the big.
Yeah.
I'm not no Jay-Z person. I like Dame Dash.
Yeah. I ain't never been big on no Jay-Z, people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I always like after the fallout with them, and hearing how things was when he talk about it. I like Dame Dash because he speak on some real shit, and people be like, oh, he broke, he this. I'm like, listen, man, broke is a mindset. If you ain't living in poverty, you ain't broke. That's how I see it. So yeah. I can't get off the crack comment. That's wild.
Oh shit, you know what? My damn laptop on 18%. I'm gonna have to charge this shit. I'm probably gonna end it. I was getting ready to have my brother West get up here, but I'm gonna have to come back and probably tomorrow night or something. Yo, Camilla, I appreciate you coming up, man. I was trying to get you to come up here for a minute.
Yeah, it's definitely been a minute.
Yeah, I'm glad everybody got to hear about what you about so they could check you out. You know, I seen that they were subscribing and everything. In fact, I do want to get you to come up here again though, because I want to talk a little bit more, like as far as like Chicago and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully you start doing some lives and stuff. You know what I mean?
You know what? I'm gonna do some more lives, man. I'm gonna have to push through the tiredness. Cause me talking about things that I'm passionate about actually give me some energy. It give me a little adrenaline. So again, thank you for letting me come up on your panel, and shout out to everybody that subbed to me and that stayed here to listen to me run my mouth. I appreciate that.
Late night vibes over here. Like I said, it's ain't nothing ordinary about my timing up over here, man. I ain't setting it up for no 8 or no 9. If it's 3, 4, 2, you know what I'm saying? You never know when my ass might just pop up. When you see them threes and that big red exclamation point pop up, shit, you already know what it is.
No, I hear you, but you know what? Even you saying that though, I never would have thought because you always seem consistent to me, like even more consistent than I am. Like I didn't went a whole year without posting a video, and that wasn't even on purpose. That it's just I've been just working on myself, like going through some stuff, like just working through myself and wanting to have the right energy when I do come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And be more consistent.
I was definitely on it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not stressed about the monetization thing because I know I can get it back. But after that, it just taught me, you know, let me just skip back a little bit. Let me rethink the YouTube thing. So I'm kind of glad it did because I might not have ended up doing lives had it not have happened. You know what I'm saying? But when the time is right, I plan on getting back in the lane I was in, you know what I'm saying? But I figure for now, why not use it to at least put a little bit of light on other people who out here trying to do the damn thing. You know what I mean? Not like I'm a big ass content creator or nothing like that. That ain't what I'm trying to say, but you know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
know what you're saying. I hear you. I
Right.
mean, but you got more subs than me. You got. I see you got people that rock with you. That's what's up.
Yeah, and I be appreciating it. You know what I'm saying? You never know who, because I teach people there's supporters and there's subscribers. Always remember this, and you will never go wrong on here. There's definitely a difference between the two.
It is. It definitely is. And that's why I was saying too. Like, yeah, I may have 72 subs, but a lot of them don't even watch my videos, or if they do, they don't watch it all the way through. So I'm just being myself, man.
And continue to do that too.
Will do. Okay. I did want to hear what Mr. West was gonna say, but I know you gotta go, so
Yeah, I was gonna have him come up, but my the computer on like 17, 16%. So I'm gonna just get up off of it. But that's why I want to have you come back, because I know if y'all get up here together, you know what I'm saying, I could imagine what y'all have to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Next time I come up here, hopefully y'all both be in the chat and all that.
Is Commander still? Is she? Is that a male or a female? Uh,
Called Camille.
she
She's a female.
okay. Cause she mentioned about
She
somebody Jadea Brown. See, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm. Here, y'all about to sound probably taboo before we go. I I am not I'm not an activist, so I don't follow none of the activists here in Chicago. I don't really trust them. I don't know them.
mhm.
I don't even vote. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm against voting. I haven't voted since I voted Obama in. I suggest don't nobody vote because our vote really don't matter. That is just a that's an
I ain't gonna
okey
lie.
doke
I
for
don't
us,
vote.
huh?
I said I ain't gonna lie. I'm not really a voter myself. To be honest with you.
Yeah, because
I just
once, like I said, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Once you learn stuff and you go down that rabbit hole, you gonna see stuff different and you gonna move different. And ever since I went down that rabbit hole in politics, because I used to be that gal into politics like that. And sometimes I still kind of talk about it, but just more on the spiritual side of it. Ever since I realized like they all in cahoots with each other, uh, they make it seem like they against each other, the blue and the red. Nah, they sit at the same table, eat the same kind of steak, and drink the same kind of wine. But they'll
mhm.
have us thinking they don't like each other. These people got money. People, most of the time, people who got money, they might not like each other like that, but they gonna still do business if it involve money.
Yeah.
And it's money in politics, and they get it from us.
That's
So yeah, I don't even be rocking with the active because me growing up here in Chicago, it's so much stuff it's a list of shit that need to be done. What activists said doing it. Cause I could talk about the west side of Chicago all goddamn day, how they need to clean it up over there. How literally when you like it's like walking into a garbage can. But people from the west side might take that to offense, but I'm speaking truth though.
yeah.
Respectfully.
Like folks, I be hearing folks who be sometimes they be saying shit like, like, you need to vote. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's your God given right and stuff like that. I get that and all that, but I can't help but to look at it like it's just a game of, the devil you already know versus the devil you don't. That's just how I be looking at it. You know what I mean?
It be the lesser evil type shit. God ain't tell you go vote. Listen, I ain't gonna get to no God cause I tell you God is Mother Earth, Mother, and then you be like, what you talking about? God is Mother or God Mother Earth. Then Mother Earth ain't tell you to go vote. So
Mhm.
yes, it's your right, but you should have the right not to act on that. If you don't want to go vote, that's your right. It's like people be subconsciously gaslighting you to vote when you say you don't vote. Well, that's your right to vote. Right. And it's also my right not to. And I decided I ain't gonna vote. So are you gonna respect that or you gonna keep
Right.
trying to gaslight me?
Exactly. You can't get
You
mad at
see what I'm
nobody
saying?
else.
So
They won't vote. They be getting
yeah,
mad.
I'm not even gonna gaslight nobody into not voting. That's your right. Do what you think is best, but I'm gonna tell you the real, your vote don't matter. Not in the way that you think it do. Not in the way that you think it do. Let me just
That's
throw that
another
out there.
thing.
Not
That's
in the
another
way
way.
that they made us think it does. Because if it did, like I said, I can write down a list of stuff in my community that I grew up in, the community that I live in now that I didn't grow up in, the west side of Chicago, all type of stuff that need to be done, what they need to do for the kids, stuff they need to bring back. They talk about how the parents is not parenting. Where the kids gonna go? I mean, I'm telling you, I can go down this rabbit hole. Because when I was growing up, we had free after school programs at churches that we can go to where they had cooking programs, arts and crafts. You could play basketball. They had music class. Like this was free in our neighborhood. Really? They don't have that no more.
I believe it.
So how dare you blame that on the parents? and the way the world is now, where the parents gotta be at work all day. Stop playing. Like I could go deep on what they doing. So I want to see some activists build some communities where it's non-profit communities, more of those for the children and the teenagers and the younger adults. Being creative. Yeah. That would help out the community, especially in our culture. That would help a whole lot.
Right.
So but let me know when you're ready to go, man. I'll stop talking.
Nah, but y'all see, man, you know, Camilla definitely got a lot to talk about, a lot of things that she got information on, so hopefully y'all subscribe to her, and like I said, you guys start doing, doing some more lives or some more uploads or something that people see, get a flow of that what you got going on, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know what? I love talking to people that I connect with, because y'all low key be encouraging me. And sometimes you need that from the outside. So that was the whole goal anyway. I just got, like I said, I gotta push through when I'm not getting a lot of sleep to prepare myself to getting that energy to do a live or upload a video, because like I said, I got so much that I want to talk about, and I was thinking about just doing a list, but I like the freestyle. I ain't gonna lie, I like to just be random, like how you was tonight, like just be random.
Yeah
Yeah
man, but yeah, I definitely appreciate you popping with me. I never know, where these conversations gonna go. Like I say, around this time of the hour, you never know who's gonna be up to jump up or whatever the case. But I appreciate you popping up. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Keith, you already. Let me see. Professor Lovely Lady, Alpha, who's in here. Let me see. Roy Lee, Shades, Tube, Yak. Shay Love, Nexie, 702 jumped on earlier. Everybody who popped in, if I ain't say your name, you already know what it is, man. Nothing but love. Appreciate y'all. And on that note, we're going to get up out of here, sis. You heard?
All right.
All right, y'all.
All right.